What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Barbell Brigade Power Building Week 4, Day 4, coming at you with some better angles than last week, hopefully. Start off with some overhead press. We got 145 pounds for 3 sets of 8. My 9 rep max is still 150, and it's been that for a long time because I have not trained overhead press very hard for strength purposes. Now, with that being said, that probably should mean that I should only go up 5 pounds next week, or should have had this 145 pounds be the last week since it's supposed to be RP8. But I really want to hit an overhead press PR, so I'm getting a little greedy. The sets this week were kind of tough, but it's nothing that was unmanageable. So I'm hoping that going into next week, my overhead press will actually be, the lift that I can hit a PR on, which would be very, very nice. But yeah, 145 pounds was pretty tough for 3 sets of 8. I feel like the last set was close to maximal, but not a true max. Like, I could probably hit maybe 2 or 3 more reps, but we'll see. I don't know. And then we moved on to cable reverse flies. I decided to do the cables today for my reverse flies. I usually like doing these, but I think moving forward, I might stick with the dumbbell variation. There's a progression scheme that I've kind of worked out in my head that I wanted to try. And even though I don't like the reverse dumbbell flies as much as the cable flies, because I haven't done them in like forever, I decided I'm going to stick with the dumbbells and utilize my progression scheme in my head that I think I'm going to use for that movement. Then we moved on to cable lateral raises. I did the cables for all my delt isolations. This one, I will probably stay with the cables because they feel a bit better in terms of like range of motion, peak contraction, and just mind-muscle connection, even though I've sort of moved away from caring about that as much. But I feel like I can progress on these in a much better way than on the dumbbells, because on the dumbbells, I feel like I'm close to hitting that wall where it gets to the point where I have to use so much body English that I'm not too sure if there's any sort of delt benefit from that. You can't really progress lateral raises that well. And a lot of top level guys do stay relatively light, like not going over 40, for instance. Moving on to the cable front raises, I think I'm going to utilize these moving forward. They feel a bit better on my shoulders in terms of like feeling less impingy, if that's a phrase. I kind of like these. I used 10 pounds for all of my cable isolations this week, and hope that gives me a good starting point so where I can kind of progress evenly throughout the entirety of the rest of this program, which is 14 weeks. And easy bar curls, man, I don't know why I did this, but I went up to 80, and I couldn't even get both sets of 10. I got a set of 8 and a set of 6, and I really got to figure out what I'm going to do about these curls, because I feel like I haven't progressed on curls in years, and my biceps are going to be so small. Oh my goodness, man. I need to figure something out. Maybe I'll utilize like negatives or something. And then finally we finished off with reverse crunches, which I did not film. Those are 165 or 160 pounds for 3 sets of 10. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next one.